So, as many of you may know, Square Enix has just released Marvel's The Avengers, and I am here to talk about it. And by talk about it, I mean mostly crap on it because this game is not that good. But we'll get to that. So, the story of this game centers around Miss Marvel, the Muslim chick, for some reason. I still don't know why, but she's the central character, so whatever. And basically, the Avengers, right? They like six of them get together and they're like chilling in San Francisco. But then suddenly San Francisco decides that it's a good time to blow up. And suddenly all the people just start blaming the Avengers because that's apparently the thing. That's the thing to do whenever anything blows up. And while San Francisco is blowing up, there's this like weird smoke thing. And it infects a bunch of people and gives them superpowers. Now, I don't know why these people aren't glad the fact that they have superpowers, but apparently this made them hella angry. I don't know. If I got superpowers, I'd probably be overjoyed, but people apparently are mad. I don't know. I don't get it, but, they disbanded the Avengers because people got superpowers. Oh, before I forget to mention, Captain America also dies in the explosion. And the people who got superpowers are called Inhumans. So 5 years later, Miss Marvel is just kind of hanging out, but she finds out that, surprise, surprise, Captain America did not explode to death and is in fact alive. However, she gets into some trouble and she gets captured by AIM, this organization of like supervillains. And but she manages to escape by herself and go to Utah, the greatest state in all of America. There, she manages to find the Hulk, and they decide to team up because of reasons. But first, they gotta fight the freaking Abomination because, I don't know, reasons. After that, they go try to find Iron Man, and he's also pissy about it, but they explain to him the situation, so he decides to join. But then Miss Marvel decides to be a complete dumbass and gets captured. And then she has to be rescued by Black Widow because we gotta assemble the team, I guess. Then suddenly, bam! AIM attacks again, but then Thor just shows up right the hell out of nowhere and rescues the ass, and then joins. Then it turns out that the reason that San Francisco blew up at the beginning of the game is because Captain America decided to become an arsonist. And following that revelation, the Avengers disband again. But then Miss Marvel gives like an inspirational speech or whatever, and then they come back together. Now, Captain America, at this point in time, is still, how should I say, captured by the bad guys. And they are using his blood to power up this weird satellite thing. It's kind of hard to explain. So basically, Iron Man and Thor go in and bust him out. So then Captain America, he's like, yeah, I blew up San Francisco and stuff in order to save it or something. I don't know. And then the main villain of the game decides to kill all of the Inhumans, all the people who got powers from the weird smoke, basically because he's a dick. So then the Avengers assemble and go back to San Francisco because apparently there's like this laboratory underground or something. And then at the final battle, Miss Marvel saves the day by ripping off Ant-Man and growing to a giant size and basically murdering everybody. After that, she goes home. So yeah, that was basically the entire plot of the game. Now I skipped on some details because nobody has that type of time. And now I will tell you why this game is ass. And considering the fact that we just saw the story, you could probably see why I have an apprehension towards this game. So before I start ripping into it too much, let me just say that this game looks and sounds, for the most part, pretty great. And the voice acting's not bad. And that's pretty much it. Let's get into the bad stuff. My first complaint is the fact that I don't really like Miss Marvel because, one, she is a teenager, and teenagers I find are annoying and very, very, very obnoxious. And second of all, she is way too damn cheerful. Like, she goes around fanboying throughout the entire game, and honestly, it gets kind of grating. I'm not gonna lie. It just feels exhausting. Now, for those of you who aren't disappointed yet, just know that this game has microtransactions. And if you don't want to do microtransactions, don't worry, because there are a lot of monotonous tasks that you need to do in order to upgrade your characters, so look forward to that. So the story mode, or single player, took me about 6-ish hours to complete. Now, does that mean that it's worth $60? No, it does not. It feels kind of like a ripoff. You might be saying, oh, what about multiplayer? We'll get to that. So I might as well just get over now. Basically, multiplayer doesn't work because all the levels in the game are basically the same. What I mean by this is that every player gets one of the Avengers, and each of the Avengers needs to go through the same level the same way, which means that there's no variety in these levels. These levels are bland as hell, and so multiplayer is also bland as hell, as you could probably imagine. Now, that goes on to the fighting system, or combat system, I'm sorry, and that is the fact that every character is basically interchangeable. Every character has a long-range attack, every character has a short-range attack and stuff like that, so there's not a lot of variety in this game, guys. You guys remember Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, or whatever? That's basically how this game plays out. Basically, you could pick any character and they're basically the same, with some differentiation, just a minuscule amount. So this game also has what I like to call an invisible loot system, which means it's a basic crapshoot as to what you're gonna get. And when you do get something, just know that the costumes won't change. Like, if you want to change, I don't know, Captain America's boots or whatever, to give him some boost in strength or speed or whatever, they won't change at all. Captain America will just stay the same. So I mean, what's the point? And finally, everybody's favorite topic, I noticed some bugs during my playthrough. Nothing game breaking, but they're there if you pay attention. And honestly, this game, the best way I could just sum up this game is just it's style over substance. There's not a lot of substance here. It just looks great. That's just basically it. Now, is that worth paying $60 just to look at some Avengers beating up some dudes? I would say no, because that is freaking ridiculous. They say that they're gonna add a bunch of content over the next year or whatever, and I mean, okay, but I paid $60 now. Where is content? It just feels like a ripoff, to be honest. I don't know, Square Enix, just can you get your crap together, because this is ridiculous. Honestly, I would not buy this game. I wouldn't recommend it. Go play something else. Go play something better. Bye.